Let me tell you about the AD I worked with. You know, she turned out to be something else. It was on this job that started out not so good, but in the end, it turned out to be a very cool project.
The worst project, and that is to say the best project I've ever worked on, was this job. I couldn't get by my pig-headed account executive.
She drove me nuts. She was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. She was exacting and demanding. It was always concept this or quality that. She paid no attention to the brief and wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise.
He was all about strategy and target markets. No matter how much I screamed at him, he still wouldn't see things my way.
Finally, I sat her down, and she actually listened to what I had to say.
It took forever, but I was finally able to pull a good brief from him with some decent insight. You'd think a guy in a suit would have better communication skills.
After a while, I pulled it all together. I pulled it all together. I was able to pull it all together.
After a while, I was able to pull it all together. I was able to pull it all together. I was able to pull it all together.
I brought in a writer, and the three of us came up with this great campaign.
I brought in a writer, and the two of us came up with this great campaign.
I guess she deserves some of the credit. I mean, the stuff was inspired.
I mean, he turned out to be a decent AE. He deserves some of the credit.
Was it mostly me? I mean, I would say I was the one who got us moving as a team in the right direction.
Finally, I found my center and pulled us all together as a team.
I walked away from this with a little bit more respect for art directors and what it is they do.
I've got to tell you, I walked away from this with a little bit more respect for account executives and whatever it is that they pretend to do. Now, if my new best friend can't sell it to the client, I'll have to kill him.
I'll tell you, we have some great stuff. But if the client doesn't buy it, it'll be all her fault.